We're now at the very top of Oak Creek Canyon at the overlook that looks to the south over the canyon. And from here you can see the overall setting of the canyon. There's the low side, the east side, and the high side is the west side. There's basalt up on top there, and there's basalt down at this level. So that's the easiest interpretation, is that this fault's latest movement displaced the basalts down from here to here. The basalts are as young as about 8 million years in here, so the displacement on this fault has to be younger than that. The Oak Creek Fault continues north, and the heavily fractured nature of it, cutting through the Coconino sandstone, makes a really good aquifer that the city of Flagstaff uses for some of their groundwater. It's winter and we're looking south, so everything's a bit backlit, but on the west side of the fault you can see there's a pretty good thickness of Paleozoic rocks exposed below the basalts. On this side, they're mostly in the trees. There's a bit more Coconino than farther down canyon, but still not the complete Coconino section, and you're missing the Kaibab, the top unit. So even up here, you had this situation where you had to uplift this side of the fault, erode off the Kaibab, put the basalts over the top, and then down drop this side to make the basalts lower. This display at the top of Oak Creek Canyon at the Overlook nicely characterizes the setting of the canyon. There's the low east side and the high west side. On the west side you have the upper Paleozoic section, Kaibab. Here they break out the Torweep separately. Structural geologists like me typically lump those two together unless we're mapping in the Grand Canyon. And then there's Coconino, and then here they've used the Snebly Hill Hermit nomenclature, Snebly Hill, Hermit, Supai. Traditionally, these have all been called Supai. This would be Supai A, this would be Supai B, and this would be Supai C. And so it also shows the Oak Creek Fault, and it shows the movement. And I'm sure for a sign like this, it was too complicated to show the earlier history with this side being up, and then you wrote everything off the top. But it nicely shows kind of what the setting of the canyon is right now. The Coconino sandstone, it was deposited by the wind, and it has beautiful large-scale crossbeds. They're inclined off to the southeast, showing you that the wind was blowing in that direction 250-something million years ago when the Coconino was deposited.